And there's a few people you mentioned. Jonah Lomu is one in particular.
Yes.
What was he like to work with?
Yeah, well, he was very quiet, very popular. I don't know what those sprints are called when you do
The phosphate. Yeah,
You know, that?
40 metre times 10. 40 metres, yeah.
And I said to him, I just want you to try hard in that, because he wasn't playing that well then.
Yeah.
And when I saw him, he was like on his back. He'd really, really put the effort in.
Yeah.
I said to Jonah, look, you're not playing well. How's your illness?
Yeah.
How are you?
So he was ill at the time?
Well, unbeknown to me.
Oh, yeah.
And here I am, a novice coach, going to drop the biggest star in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting with him and talking with him about, you're not getting back. They're kicking the ball behind.
Yeah.
What's going on? There's, and he wouldn't say anything. And then I said to him, it must be your sickness. And he just put his head down and nodded. So then I got onto the All Black doctor, told him. I came back and his was so out of sync, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Didn't play again.
Far out. That's crazy.
Yeah, so a lot with Jonah, and a lot of araha to him.
And Jerry? What was he like?
Oh, he was, he's a special man also.
Yeah.
He always said to me, I was trying to show my players to run angles for short ball,
Yeah.
And he's standing there where you are, and he goes, what? And he goes, you get angling on that, I'm going to blindside him. They're going to see me. He said, don't teach him to do that. And I went, well, if you run square and then he'll get you, yes, he says. But if you run down straight like you're doing, I'm going to waste him. And, of course, we played the Crusaders one year, and he did that to Chris Jack. Same thing. I went, I know what you're talking about, Jack. So then we were trying to run square and then down, late down, when he was telling you, because if he sees it, you're gone.
Yeah.
He was special when he in the World Cup. My daughter and her partner followed the All Blacks. They did it, the OE, and went to a few games and organised a few test tickets for them. And the All Blacks were coming out, and they were at the airport. And Jerry knew who Angie was, but he didn't know her that well.
Yeah.
And he's walking past, and she waves to him, and he goes through the security, and then he must have clicked. Oh, that's Coops' daughter.
Yeah.
Back he comes, and he says to her, "You all right?" And she goes, yeah. And all the security are back. You can't come back because you're being through the... He says, "You all right?" And they're all around him, all the All Blacks are going... And he looks at Tangi, her partner, and he says, "Make sure you look after her."
Yeah.
And then walked away. I said, "Do you need any money?" No. But that's him, hey?
Yeah. Special man. Obviously mean a lot to you too. Like you guys had a special connection. You have with all your players, really.
His one-on-ones were in the gym, because in those days, guys would train in the morning and then go. But he'd come back and do his core. So I'd go in the gym with him, and we'd have our one-on-ones in there. And went to South Africa, and I said, to the security, "I need to go. Just check on the players, see where they're at." So we go to the pub where they're at, and here he is on the bar with his top off. And our next session, now I know why you do your course so well. What? Didn't know I was there watching him.
Oh, there's some good times. And one more guy I wanted to get a little bit more of an insight was Christian Cullen. obviously a legend of the game as well. What was
Yeah.
your relationship like with him?
Yeah, it was good. I think John Mitchell wanted him to move to the midfield
Oh, okay.
from fullback.
Yeah.
And so I thought he did a great transition from fullback to the midfield.
Yeah.
But wasn't to be.
Yeah.
We lost him. So I think he went to Munster and
Yeah, that's right.
had a great career there.
Yeah.
But they're good men, eh?
Mm.
Shit, they welcomed me in. For really a rookie coach
Yeah.
to come in among those, the Tanners and Christian Cullen and Jonas,
Yeah.
to be welcomed in. I was pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Mm.
Man, it's so cool. So cool to hear.